Hey everybody, welcome to Best of Three. I'm StillJustMike.
I'm Stevan Petrusic.
And I'm Alex Kim, a.k.a. Chizzy.
And together, guys, today we are talking about Twitch Rivals. How's everybody doing?
Not bad.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Been a long day for me, but
Yeah.
Yeah, really. We're in a new studio today, which actually feels amazing. I like this new studio a lot.
It's nice.
Yeah.
it's nice and it feels nice and it sounds nice.
And
We got some
nice,
green
and it does
walls
nice.
here.
There's some air
we'll do
conditioning
fun
that you
stuff with
can't
that.
hear.
Honestly.
So we're feeling pretty good right now.
It's pretty great. How's your week going?
It's a rough week.
Yeah,
It's a rough week.
I think it's a
but
rough week for everybody.
it's a little bit of a rough week.
It's okay. We'll make it through. It's almost the weekend, and yeah, we're gonna have
It's
this
true.
podcast out soon, so that's exciting.
You know what? It's a short week, and I always have trouble with short weeks. I wish my weeks were a little bit longer, but then I also wish that I had a 3-day weekend. So I'm thinking, and I'm just posing this one to you guys: what if we petition to make an 8-day week? What do you think about that?
8-day week, so
Yeah.
5 work days and 3 days off.
Yes.
Scratch that. 14-day weeks. Let's
Oh,
go.
oh my God! Hang on. Are you saying that
2
every
weeks
week should
in
be a fortnight?
One, yeah.
You're saying that every week should be a fortnight. Well, every week is fortnight for a lot of kids these
It
days.
is. It is.
Yeah. So we're talking about Twitch Rivals today.
Hey, Twitch Rivals.
Twitch Rivals. Guys, who thinks they can tell me what Twitch Rivals is the best between the two of you?
Definitely me.
Yeah? Okay. tell me
Nobody
what-
can describe things better than I
This
can.
is true.
Are you,
All right. Tell
are
us
you
what
the
Twitch
best
Rivals-
of one?
I'm the best of one out of the best of three.
Oh my God. Best one out of 3. All right.
Twitch
Tell me about Twitch
Rivals
Rivals.
is this crazy, unique event/tournament thing
Mhm.
that nobody knows about.
Okay.
So,
No, you know what?
enlighten
That's
us.
all right. Yeah, keep
Enlighten
going.
us,
Keep going.
enlighten us.
I'm curious about this. Yes?
Yeah. So I think what's really cool about it is that you can only get invited if you're a Twitch affiliate.
Okay. Or
So-
partner.
Or partner, yeah.
Mhm.
So you have to be like up there in the Twitch ladder. And then you play in these games and you have to stream while you're playing. So it's like this cool kind of circle where Twitch is funding it, but they're also getting funded because they're getting their streamers and they're like supporting each other in that way.
Yeah.
And the prize pools are pretty big. The prize
They've
pools are
been
pretty
nuts.
big and they're free to enter.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be an affiliate or partner.
One
Yeah.
thing that I've noticed about Twitch Rivals, and that anybody can really notice just by going to their website, rivals.twitch.tv, you can enter whatever game you would like to see as a tournament. And if that has enough attention behind it, and if that has enough people wanting to play and participate, then they will set up that tournament and put a prize pool behind it. And they'll do that almost at the drop of a hat. You see
Okay.
things like team fight tactics, and you see things like
Yeah, that was quick.
it was quick,
It was soon after they came out.
almost right after it came out.
Yeah. Right.
And it's weird
Twitch
because
Rivals put it up.
Twitch Rivals is like all year round.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're adapting as the year changes.
Yes.
So yeah, that's really neat.
It's awesome. Alex, what can you say about Twitch Rivals?
What can I say about Twitch Rivals? They have. So it seems to me that it's invite only.
Yeah.
And
You
they
are correct.
Twitch picks who they want to stream these tournaments. You have to be affiliate or partner. And there's 2 kinds of events in Twitch Rivals. There's the challenges and there's the showdowns. So
Showdown.
Showdown.
So the showdowns operate much in the very same way that competitive versions of these games are played. So, for example, Dota, it'll be a 5-on-5. For PUBG, there'll be the full format.
Right.
With challenges, you'll have sort of these challenge modes that are not necessarily how the game is played fully in competitive.
Mhm.
So you'll have 1-versus-1 challenges when it's supposed to be a team game, or something like Mario Maker challenges, stuff like that.
It's probably like speed running and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, actually, on the list there, Celeste is one of those games. Celeste has been
Ooh.
speedrun a bunch as a tournament.
Celeste is awesome.
Celeste is great. Mario Maker 2, yeah, they did one in Japan. That was a fully Japanese tournament where I think it was like you were competing to see who could go the furthest in one of those like gauntlet types of games, right? So like what's the format? Has anybody ever played Mario? I haven't played Mario Maker in a long
I have
time.
not.
I've played it.
Yeah.
And all I can remember is that all the hardest levels are made from Japanese creators.
Right.
So it's funny that the
It's so
tournament
true.
is based in Japan.
Yeah.
But those levels are like ridiculous, and you can try them as many times as you want.
Oh my god! Yeah, I've definitely watched the videos of people trying to get through these hellish levels.
They're like frame perfect levels. Like you have to hit everything by frames, or you lose or die or whatever.
Yeah, it seems to me like that's what hell would be like.
Yeah. They just like hand you a controller and they're like, you get through this and you can leave.
Welcome to hell. See you later. Yeah. I think that's part of it. So two things. One, that format that I was talking about, it's you have 100 levels and you're trying to get as high up as you can.
Okay.
Right. So there's that. The prize pool for that one was somewhere around like 20 to 30K actually.
That's it?
Yeah.
For something like
for
that?
For Mario Maker though.
I know, but come on. The challenge is ridiculous.
The challenge
I guess it's whoever makes it the furthest, but at the same time, I mean, like, dude, this is like nuts.
I mean, compare that to the amount of money that you're making off of Mario Maker up until then, right?
Yeah. But how much time do you have to spend on that game?
A ton.
To actually get through one of those levels.
But that's what I think is...
Here's something interesting to note.
Yes.
20 to 30K for Mario Maker. Do you know what first place for Street Fighter at EVO made?
Please
Less than 20 to 30?
They made like just over 30.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, but that's one person. That's one person.
Yeah,
I
guess it's a total prize pool.
Right?
Okay. Just, I don't know, FGC numbers. Let's not get into that right now.
Maybe there should be some FGC games on Twitch Rivals. That'd be cool.
So that's one thing that I actually wanted to talk about is that among the list of Twitch Rivals games, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit, fighting games just don't seem to be on there. And I'm not 100% sure why. I don't really understand why they wouldn't want to put things like Street Fighter or hell, even Smash. Right. Smash Ultimate. That you don't see a single tournament for that on Twitch Rivals, but you see a ton of people playing it on Twitch.
I wonder if with Smash there isn't an online format for it yet. Like there's no system in place because even if you make a lobby, there's only so many people you can have in the lobby, and I think having an entire online tournament would be a complete shit show.
Well,
I see.
On top of that, like the netcode for a lot of these fighting games is not good. They're not really meant to be played online like that, and the fighting game community tends to congregate like really in person at LANs, and
especially
they
because
the most,
fight games are so frame based.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you didn't tech that because it was like one frame off or whatever. And if you have like even a millisecond of lag, you're like done for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. When you go to LAN, it's like, people step up.
It's true. Plus you get the whole community aspect and lots of people are playing at the same time. It's not necessarily a game where you have to be sitting down for an hour to play with your team against another team. It's this game that you're in there for 5 minutes and you can have as many spectators as you want there. And lots of spectators will watch it because they can just up and leave whenever the hell they want.
Yeah. So I think it's a great offline format, and I think that's really the start of, not to say that it'll never be included in Twitch Rivals.
Right.
But, there's other games that can be made to work better. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Maybe Twitch Rivals will be something that pushes the developers of FGC games to make better netcodes and make better online stuff. Because right now, it's like they say it, right? The marketplace steers the direction.
Yes.
Right? And right now, the marketplace is always LAN.
Mm-hmm.
Like all FGC players are always like LAN. So it doesn't really give incentive to these developers to make a better netcode, to make better games to be played online.
It's very true.
So maybe tournaments like Twitch Rivals will push for that.
If anything, what I think I would like to see.
What do you want to see, Mike?
I'll tell you what I want to see.
Enlighten us.
In places like Los Angeles or,
Shout out to Los Angeles.
I don't know all these places in the U.S. where the FGC community is big, but in lots of places in the U.S. where the FGC community is big, Twitch can just host local tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
And invite their streamers who they know
Wait, what?
are locally based.
That's a thing?
No, but I'm saying it could be, right?
Oh.
Like they can host their own FGC tournament with, the streamers who stream things from that area.
That would be really cool, like a Twitch Rivals LAN.
Yeah. It'll be hard to get the people because they're always traveling, because for the most part, apart from that, everybody is always traveling for tournaments and whatnot.
I think a prize pool brings anybody, though.
A prize pool brings anybody. That's the thing. If they have their sponsors fly them out there,
Well, it's because Twitch Rivals is invite only.
Yeah.
I think really these types of tournaments are going to be much more stream friendly. It's not going to be the most competitive tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to get the best players in the world to come to this tournament. They're trying to make it entertaining to watch for the fans.
How many FGC players stream?
I mean, like most esports, anybody who's a competitive player, most of them do stream to varying degrees of success. Yeah, I'm sure they do. You have to practice. You might as well stream. Like I would say, a large majority of competitive players do stream. So
okay.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask, what is in it for the people who compete in Twitch Rivals? I mean, obviously, there's the money, right? There are prize pools for all these different games. I have some numbers here, right? Like. Where was that? Oh, it's right over here. So, one of Dota's competitions had a 30K prize pool, just, random Dota tournament for 30K, right? Hearthstone had 20K. A lot of these have like benchmarks of at least 10K, 10 to 20,000. So obviously the money's in it for them, but what else are Twitch Rivals competitors getting? And I'm looking for answers, specific answers.
They're giving you content.
That's right.
They're giving you you will have all this free content. Not only that, you can win money off of it.
Yes.
It's very difficult to come into streaming every day to have a fresh concept, to have fresh content to put out and, it not get monotonous or repetitive. So you need events and things to break that up. And Twitch is giving you the opportunity to make better content, to give you better content.
And get paid.
Yeah.
And get paid. Exactly.
And then there's the clout too.
Yes.
The event brings in eyes. So like, hey, I'm playing in Twitch Rivals, and now all of a sudden you've got extra viewership.
To that point, the Twitch Rivals Twitch channel, they on their days when their people are supposed to be streaming on their tournament days, they do try and get streams of every single competitor. They say that they try to. I don't know if they actually do, but it depends on how many people are competing. But they do kind of cross promote through their own platform, which I thought is really cool.
Kind of like when Dota has the international, they have like the multi-stream thing.
Exactly.
Kind of thing going.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
It makes a lot of sense. So we're going to take a short break. And then when we come back, I have a question for you guys.
All right. I love questions.
Me too. See you guys in a second. Guys, did you know we have a Patreon? Alex, did you know we have a Patreon?
Do we have a Patreon?
We have a Patreon, actually. Did you know that? Steven, did you know that we have a Patreon?
What? What's that?
Oh, I'll tell you what that is. Nice one. Oh my God, just with the softballs. A Patreon is a service where you can donate monthly to the creators that you love.
Oh my God. And if I donate, what do I get?
Well, no, hold on. I'll get there. I need to tell you more about what Patreon is.
I can't wait to hear it.
I bet you can't.
Oh my God.
The monthly supporting platform where you can support the creators you love, like Best of 3. You can actually go to patreon.com/BO3podcast to go and donate monthly for $5 a month. What do you get from that? I'll answer that question now. What
do I get?
I mean,
$5 a month is nothing.
I'll give you a back rub. No, I'm kidding. Right now,
I got a crisp $5 bill in it for you.
You will be getting the satisfaction of knowing that you are supporting a new podcast, a new endeavor by 3 people who are very, 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 very passionate about esports.
We love it.
I love supporting.
Oh yeah,
people.
I'm a support
also,
player.
For those of you who like actual things, we offer full tangible. Well, I don't know if this is tangible. You can't touch a podcast. As much as I've
hear one though.
As much as I've tried, you can't actually touch a podcast. For your for your monthly donation, you will be receiving full versions of our discussions every single week.
Fantastic. Uncut, raw,
raw.
unedited.
Well,
There's a lot of goofs and gaffs in the
there's
uncut.
a lot of goofs and gaffs and a
Raw,
lot
uncut,
of ums and ahs.
raw, semi-uncut.
But there's also extra topics. We have to cut
Yeah.
our discussions to fit the time. When we post on Patreon, we post for however long we want. So all of the topics that we talk about, you get the full discussion. Now, of course, it doesn't sound like absolute trash. There is the mixing and mastering, but there is not a single cut made in that episode except for the Patreon ad break because the people on Patreon are already there.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Go
So-
ad-free today.
Exactly.
$5 a month. Hey, that's cheap, man.
It's not bad. So you can go to patreon.com/BO3podcast as I plosive the hell out of this ad with my puzz right into the mic.
And just for $5 a month, you can not only support one person, but 3.
Best of 3 is what you can support. 3 of best is what we do. You can support us all day.
This sounds like one of those
Yes, can you?
those adopt a child commercials,
Oh,
for
no.
just $1 a day.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to edit that. Guys, we'd also like to thank Organized Gaming. Organized Gaming helps puts us on.
Organized Gaming is an esports lifestyle brand.
Yeah, dude.
We put out content, we make merch, and we sponsor things like Best of 3 and our Shattered Dreams esports team.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they do.
Where can they find Organized Gaming?
They can find us at organizedgaming.co
Ah.
or anywhere else at Organs Gaming.
Yeah.
That's Organized Gaming with the O and none of the other vowels.
None of the other vowels.
So you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Find us.
There you go. So go check out Organized
waiting
Gaming,
to
all
be
the places that
found.
you can do that. Hey?
We're waiting to be found.
Waiting to be... Well, it's already there. It's waiting
It's
for
like,
you.
It's like, where's Waldo? Like, we're there.
He's there.
We're in the crowd. It's
Mhm.
saturated, but we're there. We're waiting for you to find us.
Well,
Just
I mean,
come find
technically,
us.
we're like... Where's Waldo's like... whatever his cousin or whatever, the guy who wears like the yellow and black.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh.
Yeah, that's us.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
That's the one.
There goes the whole podcast just got claimed.
It did sound very accurate. All right, we are back.
Welcome back, everybody.
I've frozen. All right. Guys, I have a question for you.
I love
Please.
questions.
And I think I already kind of talked about this with Alex, so I want to ask Steven. Steven, how many unique games do you think Twitch Rivals is offering?
Wow.
Mm.
That's a very, very good
Got
question.
some trivia here for you.
Yeah, that's like how many jelly beans are in this jar. kind of
Exactly.
question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 15.
15. All right. You are wrong.
Ooh.
It's pretty
You
close,
are
though.
too low.
Oh, too low. There's
Too
more.
low. There are more.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We playing this game? Yeah.
22.
22.
I like that number.
You are closer, but still not enough.
More.
Mm-hmm.
26.
You are so close.
27.
You are so close.
28.
You are so close.
30.
There you go.
There's 30 unique games.
There are 30 unique games.
Wow, that's
now,
crazy.
Mind you, this is only in the first 7 months of 2019, right? So there are going to be more by the end of the year. But up until right now, there are at least 30 games being offered. Now, of that, I want to ask, how many completed tournaments do you think Twitch Rivals has had up until now?
When did it start?
It started in January. It's been
Are you talking
going
about just in 2019?
just in Twitch Rivals 2019.
30 games since January.
Mm-hmm.
They got some doubles in there, some repeats.
Yeah. I would say like got to be over 100.
Okay, so now you're way off and you're way too high.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's say like 50.
You're very close. It's actually 58. There are 58 completed tournaments
That's insane.
for Twitch Rivals in the first 7 months.
Who's moderating these tournaments?
That's
There's
the
2
thing.
more coming up, so that's like an even 60.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's what? So it's 30 different kind of games, 60 completed tournaments. So that's like each game twice-ish.
What's
maybe.
it been, 7 months? That's nuts.
Kind of. So that's
Yeah.
actually the question that I want to ask both of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I want you, between showdowns and challenges, there are those 2 different kinds of things. I want you to try and name the top 3 games that have been repeated.
Okay, obviously Fortnite.
That's, yeah. And Alex, can you tell him why?
I cannot.
Okay. The reason why, there is not a single Fortnite tournament in Twitch Rivals.
What?
I have the
Okay.
full list in front of me of all Twitch Rivals tournaments that's happened this year. I went and I tallied them all, and I checked, okay, which ones repeat the most.
So actually,
Let's start with showdowns. So these are the actual games that are
Okay.
being played, not the challenges. So forget your Mario Makers and your
Yeah,
Celestes for now. But
Yeah, these are real games, folks.
yeah, exactly. Let's talk like straight brass tacks eSports. All right. What are the top 3? Now I'll tell you, there's a 3-way tie for first place.
3-way tie for first place.
Mhm.
That's easy.
PUBG, Dota, and auto chess of some sort.
Okay. You are 33% right.
Oh, I only got one of them?
You only got one of them.
I think,
Okay.
I
And
think
you only kind of got one of them. You're correct in that auto chess is in there.
So Teamfight Tactics?
No.
wow, PUBG and Dota aren't?
PUBG and Dota are
Okay,
both
so
not.
League is in it.
So League of Legends, yes.
Okay, that was easy. And Apex?
Not. Okay,
Ooh,
so
that was close,
my
actually.
hesitation just kind of gave it away, but that's actually the challenge. That's the top challenge.
So they've had
Okay.
the most challenge tournaments
Mhm.
for Apex, yeah.
So, and I mean that kind of, draws parallels into the showdowns. You could consider Apex as a showdown rather than a challenge. It's everybody is challenged when playing that game. Like you get points for getting like a certain amount of kills or
Yeah.
whatever.
So it's like the
That
Fortnite
constitutes a challenge.
Yeah,
If Fortnite
format,
were
there's no custom
Yes.
servers for Apex or anything, so that's the only way to run the tournaments.
If
Makes sense.
Fortnite were a part of Twitch Rivals, then it would be in the challenge category, I believe. So sorry, you in showdowns,
Yeah, what do we
you
got?
got League of Legends. We have Dota Auto Chess actually. So
Dota
just
Auto
straight
Chess.
up Dota
Okay,
Auto
not-
Chess, right?
not Underlords.
Not
not
Underlords,
Teamfight
not
Tactics.
Teamfight Tactics. Actually, Underlords is not in the list at all.
Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
Not a single Underlords tournament for Twitch Rivals. There is Teamfight Tactics.
Valve dropping the ball, man.
That only happens once though.
Mm.
Yes, so Dota Auto Chess and
What else we
League of
got?
Legends. The other one tied for first place at 5. There were 5 tournaments in the first seven months.
Is it Overwatch?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, R6,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. Massively streamed game.
The
Rainbow Six Siege has a huge following.
Yes.
And it's crazy because when that game came out, it was good,
Mhm.
but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, nobody
Ubisoft has
really
been like
talked
really
about it much.
supporting it, and so have the players. They kind of had like a resurgence, like a rebirth.
oh, definitely
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it feels
big
like
now,
it.
huge.
coming back in a big way. They got circuits. They have all kinds of things happening. So
Problem is that they haven't fixed their online yet, though. There's
Mhm.
still a lot of hackers and stuff, and there's like a lot of abuse going on in there.
right.
But the tournaments are awesome. Like if you watch a
Right.
Rainbow Six Siege tournament, it's really good.
Okay. So they're all tied for first place. Second place has already been said by Steven, actually. So
What did you
Do
say?
you want to guess one of the ones that you've already said?
Apex,
It's not Apex.
That was with the challenges, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
There is one that they've classified as a showdown for Apex, but that only happened once.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What did I say? I can't even remember.
It's a shooter.
Oh, PUBG.
Pew, pew.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
PUBG
guess.
has-
That was
oh,
Alex.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, never mind.
Pew, pew.
So PUBG has had 4 unique tournaments.
Yeah, so I saw
So
there was
far.
I did skim through the list, and
Mhm.
PUBG, there was quite a few PUBG
saw it a
events.
bunch.
So
Sounds
yeah.
like we need to squad up and get in that. Right, boys?
Exactly. Let's go.
If
All right, so-
only we were affiliated.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Ooh.
Mm,
Mike, you need to play.
you know?
Did you get invited?
I did not. I don't know. Actually, I need to check my email for that.
Oh,
Maybe they emailed that to me. Who knows?
Mike's too important for that, though.
Too
how
important.
cool would it be to get a follow-up episode
Oh, actually, right? Like
with Mike talking about his experience on Twitch
with
Rivals?
Yeah, we'll see. So that's the second place. So first place, League of Legends, Rainbow Six, Dota Auto Chess. Second place is PUBG.
Right.
And then third place, there's a 2-way tie at 3 instances or 3 tournaments.
All right, what are they?
Yeah, you know what? I'll just tell you, sure.
Rip it off.
Number one. Well, not number one. The first one is StarCraft 2.
Ooh,
Wait, there were 3
what?
StarCraft 2 tournaments. One of them was an Archon tournament, so that's when like 2 players are playing the same base.
Right.
But then the other 2 were
That
just
means
straight
something
up,
else in Dota.
you know? And then the other 2 were actual tournaments. And then the other one was CS:GO.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Then I can see. But StarCraft?
StarCraft 2.
No,
I know.
I'm really happy for this
Yeah.
because somebody is keeping StarCraft alive.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it would die out completely. There has to be people putting money into this. Otherwise, they're going to die out.
It's true.
It's a dated game.
It's true.
It is
Dota 2
dated.
for the record was close. That one had 2.
Yeah.
Same with Overwatch. And I mean, again, the year is still young. There's still plenty of time to get more Dotas in there.
I'm actually surprised by the numbers.
I think it's probably going to happen because of TI anyway, but Overwatch definitely going to have more over time. But that's for showdowns.
Overwatch overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Challenges.
We've already guessed number 1, which was
Apex.
That's right.
Boom.
And then the second one is a 4-way tie.
With how many
Mhm.
games?
4.
4. Are you?
What are you
No,
talking
no.
about?
With sorry, how many events?
How many events? With 2.
4-way tie with 2.
4-way tie with
Oh,
two.
so
events
there haven't been
apiece.
that many events.
There
then.
have. There have. There have been
Just like they're
what,
mostly unique.
17. No, sorry, that's not true. There have been a lot of showdowns. There have been about half as many challenges.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so Apex Legends, that's top with 6.
Dota Auto Chess has to be in there.
Dota Auto Chess is not in there. Dota Auto
It
Chess
had
is
no challenges.
just a showdown.
Showdown.
Or sorry, yeah.
So I'm
Because there's
guessing
no
it's like
challenge
Mario
for that.
Maker, Celeste,
Stardew Valley.
No, and yes.
Ha!
Stardew
What?
Valley has had not 1 but 2 Twitch Rivals challenge
That is ridiculous.
challenge tournaments. Mhm.
What am I hearing right now?
It's amazing, and they've both been like around $20,000.
What is this audio spectrum we are feeding our podcast listeners right now?
$20,000 to play Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yep.
I got to tell Jess.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. I can only imagine. So that's one of them. There are 3 more. One of them I don't think you're going to guess, but 2 of them are card games.
Hearthstone, Magic
And
the Gathering.
there you go. You got 'em both.
Arena, yeah.
Yep. Magic the Gathering Arena and Hearthstone are both tied for number 2 with their card game splendor. And
What is
that-
the genre of the last one?
the genre of the last one? Okay, that one is a slash 'em up.
Sea of Thieves.
No, it's not Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves isn't a slash.
You're saying that
I
because you
have-
saw it.
Yeah, I saw Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I actually have never played it. I don't know what the game
It's
is.
a boat game, right?
It is a
You
boat.
could
It's a
slash
pirate
people.
game.
You're a
You
pirate.
can slash people on
Oh,
a
can
boat.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Why
anyway,
It's
no,
a
this is
slash 'em up
like
game.
a Japanese samurai kind of thing.
Oh, Sekiro.
There it
Shadows
is.
Die Twice.
That's the one.
yeah.
Sekiro has 2.
Not. What about Dark Souls?
Dark Souls wasn't in there.
Interesting.
Yeah,
2019,
I
man.
guess it's
Come on.
Yeah, I guess it's a little outdated.
that's well. I mean, chess was in there. There was a chess tournament,
Like straight up chess.
like straight up chess.
like
Yeah.
flash, like web browser flash chess.
Yeah, it was called the Komodo Boss Rush,
Nice.
which is just
Yeah.
like the Komodo's like a type of chess AI. And so it's seeing, I don't know how many times you can beat it, or if you can beat it. I don't know exactly how that works, but
Right.
you were essentially against the AI in a challenge.
Isn't there a way to win chess every game?
No. There's not a way to win
What do you,
chess
what do you
every
mean?
game.
What if both players do it?
I thought there was like a secret to it. I thought there was like a formula to like win chess. Like you just
I don't
win.
know if that's been found
That's
yet.
yeah, it's not. Well, it only works if the opponent behaves in the way that you want them to. If they don't, your strategy's shot.
I thought there were like moves.
No,
Like
there's-
if you do this, then I do this, and then you lose basically or whatever.
yeah, you could win in like 4 turns off the bat if they do what you want them to do.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
got it.
All right. So among
Sorry.
the no, that's
Tangent.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. I welcome it. So among the games that only happened once. Now, again, for challenges, I did say top 3 is actually just the top 2 because everything else past that is just 1. Mortal Kombat 11 shows up.
Right, MK.
Yes, MK11 shows up in both the challenges and the showdowns once.
Let's go. I just want to bring up something. Mortal Kombat has like really good netcode, and that can be played online as compared to the other FGC games.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So
That's a recent thing, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that is a
MK just
recent
came
thing.
out, and that now makes sense to me why MK would be in there and not the other fighting games. So
I could just imagine one of the challenge modes things being those I always forget, like the test your might thing.
Yeah.
How far can you go and test your might? And then you like crack a few skulls for like $20,000 in real life.
I think that might have actually been the challenge.
Oh my
It was
god,
called
I
the,
would have loved to see that.
It's called the Tower Challenge. Does that?
Oh no!
Yeah.
So in the tower there is a test your might, but it's going up the tower in like difficulty against AI and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So again, among the other ones, there we have the Division 2. We've got Resident Evil 2.
I'm surprised that game is still being played.
Resident
The Division.
The Division, right? Resident Evil 2. I think most of these are speedruns,
Right. It's got to be.
especially Resident Evil 2. COD Blackout was a part of the challenge for much the same reason as Apex, I'm sure.
They could also be challenges where it's like complete it without dying or without getting hit or whatever. Other than speed runs.
That is true, actually. There were a lot of challenges out there that were like most kills or most this or most that, or lots of different criteria, and a lot of different kinds of people won for different reasons, which I thought was cool.
Is there a Super Meat Boy on there?
No.
That would be cool.
There are only 2 more on my list.
I guess what you said earlier, Alex, 2019.
2019.
2019.
You know
What
what, they
about
need in there?
Hollow Knight?
Overcooked. Overcooked would have been fun.
Overcooked
would have been
pretty cool.
great.
I think
Oh
Hollow
my
Knight would have
God.
been good too.
Hollow Knight would have been great.
I love Hollow
Binding
Knight.
of Isaac. You know,
That's an old one.
Yeah, but you can still play it. People still play it.
I know, but 2019, man, come on.
That's true. It's 2019. And then the other 2 challenges. I'll just
Binding
say
of
super
Isaac
quick.
is like 2012.
Yeah, it's true. The other 2 challenges, let's just say real quick, is Celeste and Mario Maker. We've already
Celeste and
spoken
Mario
about those.
Maker.
I actually didn't mention the other showdown games that only had one ofs. So Sea of Thieves, like you said, is part of that.
Yeah.
TFT is part of that. Mortal Kombat 11 is part of that. Apex Legends is a part of that. But the 5 that I didn't say, 4 actually, because MTG Arena is part of that. Battalion 1944.
Interesting.
I have heard of that game. A really good online friend of mine has asked me to play before. I haven't gotten a chance to, but that's funny. That's like Battlefield.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's that. There's Mordhau. Have you ever heard of Mordhau?
Mordhau
Yes.
is awesome. So Mordhau is a first-person game where you're playing as like a knight, and it's like super realism. You can basically control the way your sword swings like freely and stuff like that.
Oh, I do know this
and it's
game.
like one-on-one like combat.
Oh, cool.
But there's like crazy amounts of people in a server, so like
Oh, cool.
you're all trying to like take over this castle, and then there's the other team defending it, and you're all like slashing each other's heads off and like shooting arrows, and it's really cool. Mordhau is
God.
awesome. I would have loved to see that.
Oh, sick. So Mordhau's
That's hard
That's an
game.
interesting concept.
Very hard game
Yeah.
to play.
And then one that I was actually kind of surprised that there weren't more of these, and maybe there will be later on in the year. NBA 2K19.
Right. Sports games.
Forgot about those.
Yeah.
Always a little bit forgotten in esports.
I mean,
I don't mean to say it, but
you did. And then the last one on my list here is Splitgate.
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 that I haven't heard of. I don't know what that is.
Splitgate. It's a shooter. It's similar to. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name. It's a top-down shooter, right? No, it's
Top-down
it's
shooter.
not a top-down shooter.
Oh,
It's a little bit like Apex Legends mixed with Portal.
right. Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
I've seen this.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can like, it's literally Apex Legends with portals.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Or it's more like a deathmatch kinda
It's like
game.
Halo. It's more like Halo.
It's more like Halo.
It's Halo with portals.
You know what? I'm finding something kind of funny talking about all these games with you guys. Obviously, there are a lot of games on this list that I didn't know. There were a couple games on this list that you didn't know. But one thing that I found interesting is like this is how Twitch Rivals works, and this is what makes it kind of good for the community. Is like now you get to see that there are tournaments in other games that you might not necessarily know, and there is a community of people who want to watch it and who want to compete in it. So my next question, actually, that I want to ask you guys, is this a good thing for esports that Twitch is doing something like this? Because I want to explain it a little bit further. Think about like this. Twitch is a major streaming platform, and it's been great for tournament organizers up until now because they get to stream their tournaments on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But with Twitch Rivals, it kind of seems like Twitch is like, all right, well, you know what? We're going to do that too. This is going to be our thing. We're going to be tournament organizers.
I think Twitch Rivals is something different than it doesn't offer the highest level of competition. It's more for entertainment, and I don't think that it overlaps too much. I mean, obviously, fans are watching because they want to be entertained.
Yes.
But sort of in a different way. One is with your favorite personalities, getting together, possibly doing challenges or whatever that may be. And one is the highest level of play that you can see in a game, playing for, the highest amount of money.
It's like if the Super Bowl did a show match with celebrities.
Yeah. It's almost like
Yeah.
Twitch Rivals is sort of like celebrity pro-am type tournaments. You know what I mean? You may have some pros in there, but a lot of them might not be, but they're all famous.
To me,
They're all known for something.
Yeah, that's right. To me, it's strange because pro esports players and pro streamers, there's such a bigger overlap than people in typical sports who are, pro athletes and who play the game
athletes
for entertainment. And, there aren't a hell of a lot of people who play for entertainment until you look at like YouTube and you look at like pro soccer tricks. These are people who know certain things, but they don't necessarily have
So like
the game sense
they're
that a pro
good,
would.
but they're not a pro.
Yeah.
And they have specific, tricks and stuff that they can do well.
Right.
Still entertaining. You might not be good as, Ronaldo. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it might overlap more in gaming, maybe because of accessibility.
Yes.
And the repetition is easier to do. Like, I think it's easier to... I was going to say so controversial, and I don't mean it like this, but I think it might be easier to master a game than it is to, like, master a soccer ball. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more work that goes into...
Well, you have to have a soccer ball, and you have to go out, and you have to...
you have to go, and you have to run, and you have to have cardio. Like, you can't smoke if you want to be a pro soccer player.
Right.
You can't be drinking all the time. You have to be fit and this and that. But for gaming, you just got to sit down and you got to play.
Yeah.
And it's like muscle memory, you know what I mean?
The amount of rest, you don't need as much rest to continuously practice a game than you would to continuously practice soccer.
I will say, though, at the top level, you do have to be, like... Your brain has to be ready. Your fingers and your reflexes have to be good. And it is at the top level. I'm just saying that the accessibility is easier.
Yes, for sure.
Not to say that esports isn't as hard as real sports. That's not what I'm trying to
No, and
say.
I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't think that's the argument.
Are you
you're trying
shitting
to
on
make here.
esports, Steven?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Watch out.
Esports podcast?
Obviously not.
I can hear the people now. Oh my God, what's he saying, man? Yeah.
Does he know how much time I put? I know.
We're with you. Guys, what do you think? Does this encourage people to pursue esports, or does it encourage staying in and streaming? Does it encourage both? What do you think?
Streaming is by far the more lucrative, option of the two.
Yes.
Esports, it doesn't. You get money when you win.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming, every time you stream, you get money, and if you don't stream a day, you lose that money.
I wouldn't say that.
Prove me wrong, Steven.
Yes, you do get money when you win in esports, but if you're good enough, you get money for being on a team.
Right, salaried as well, of course.
Yeah. But you are right. It is more lucrative to be a streamer. I mean, when you're a pro player, you can only be a pro player for so long. Everybody retires. I mean, imagine having the same reflexes forever. It's hard.
Well, and then they retire to being streamers where they can,
or
personalities, right?
managers or whatever. Yeah, they do their own thing, and they usually go down that path. So I think you are right, where streaming is more lucrative. But I will say that Twitch Rivals is awesome because anything that supports esports is good for esports, in my opinion.
Yep.
Even if it's not at the top level, it might even be better for esports because you're getting people who aren't at the top level and who aren't interested in the top level to kind of get into it. It's like a good foot in the door.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's like a really good gateway for like real competitive esports because you're going to see people that you like who are entertaining, playing competitively, and then you're going to go, hey, I wonder if there's like super competitiveness in this. And then you're going to start following that scene, hopefully, and then it'll grow the whole kind of universe.
Yeah, we need the full spectrum for esports to grow. You need
college league. You need the pros. You need
there
the
has to
who
be
are going
entry
up.
level, and there has to be the highest level, and all of that needs to be filled out. And sort of all of that is being done now.
Yeah, and Twitch
so it's
Rivals
being
is
built
doing
out, so.
both of those things in a way because I'm sure there are people in Twitch Rivals who are really good.
Yep.
Like pro players are streaming, and then you have your entertainment stuff as well.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, overall, it's got to be good for esports. I don't see how it could damage or harm esports.
Yeah. My thing is just that if this starts to catch on where you can participate in online tournaments and still make lots of money, that's going to detract from the value of actually going to these places. And a lot of organizers and a lot of teams will fly their people out so that they can actually participate in these tournaments in person. But why do that if Twitch Rivals is paying just as much?
I don't think that they'll ever pay as much.
Oh, yeah.
Twitch Rivals will never have as high prize pools as LAN tournaments.
And I think the reason that is because there's so much more money being dumped into like an event than there is into somebody like a stream.
Right.
You know, as a company, you have a lot more incentive to like throw money into an event than you do an online thing.
Imagine the Fortnite World Cup with a $30 million prize pool was not a LAN event. You know,
and the kid won at home, and you just saw him.
It would never happen.
At least his parents would be there. Because that was sad.
Sitting on his bed like, go Tommy!
Nobody was there for the kid when he won. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was really sad.
It was a really depressing finals because he won and he was like, I don't know what to do. And like, the camera was like on him and he was like, like, yeah.
Camera's on him. He's just like, yeah.
And like nobody came up to like give him a high five or hug him or anything. He was just standing there on a huge stadium.
Oh no.
All by himself. I'm like,
man.
Oh, yikes.
I mean, he must have had his team there or whoever.
Nobody was
sponsors him.
there for like 5 minutes, man. I'm watching this like, somebody give this guy a hug, man.
I'll go. I'll stand on the stage. Yeah, man.
Good job.
You did it.
So that's pretty sad to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't think that it could ever overtake LAN events.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't want it to.
I don't think it could, also because of the staple that is events and stuff in regular sports. I mean, I wouldn't say the esports is following the format completely, but I think there is a format to be followed, right? Things that are competitive events that happen, there are always stages, there's always an audience, there's always like crowds and energy and pressure. You know, you're not going to get the same thing sitting at home. Like Twitch chat blowing up is not the same as the roar of a crowd.
Yeah.
This is true.
You know? And that can't be replaced unless they like put it in your headphones or something.
Well, that's the other thing. What are they going to do? Put the stream behind a paywall? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like-
It's
This League of Legends tournament was recorded in front of a live studio audience.
It's like, you know, if
The events have to make the money back.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And, you know, you can sell spectator tickets. It's at the moment pretty difficult, in my opinion, to sell to sell an online stream behind a paywall.
Yes.
So it hasn't gotten there yet, but I think LAN tournaments
Other than like
are-
the pay-per-view fights they've been having on YouTube and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think you're going to get like, imagine somebody asking you to like pay to watch TI online.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
I think it would destroy it.
Yeah.
I think it would immediately destroy it. I mean, there would be some people that would pay for it
Mhm.
Yeah,
because they'd be like, okay, this is how it is now. But there would be such an uproar.
there would
Yep.
be.
I think it's too late for it.
It's
no,
far too late
it'll
for it.
it'll change eventually.
You think there'd be pay-per-view tournaments?
Yes, 100%. I
Interesting.
1,000% do.
I hold you to that on our
Um,
300th episode
If not,
on the Best of
if
Three
not
podcast.
pay-per-view, it's going to be a subscription base to watch.
Like a subscription to Twitch.
A subscription to Twitch,
Like
so that
Twitch
you can watch.
competitive HBO
Exactly, it's going
Live
to be
kinda
be
thing.
behind a paywall in some format, one way or another. That's coming. It's just a matter of when.
I mean, they
I don't think
already
it's ready
did
yet,
put
but
quality behind a paywall, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Who?
have to. Well, a lot of places on Twitch and a lot of tournaments, they only offer it in say 480, 720 if you don't subscribe to their Twitch channel.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, this has been a thing, and that's the thing. Like this has been a thing forever. Like that's been a thing for
I
years
didn't even
now.
know that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, all the tournaments I watch haven't had that.
Right.
That's crazy.
But
I
for-
would lose my mind. I'd be in Twitch chat like causing a ruckus, man.
And then you get banned, and then you're like, oh.
No, and
now
then
I really can't watch
and then
it.
I go to chat and it's like subscriber chat only, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
yikes.
That's another thing. A lot of like major big tournaments. They'll
I've
have,
seen
like, subscriber
that.
modes. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me because like if you have over 1 million people watching your stream and 1 million people are in Twitch chat, come on.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have kind of a flow,
Right.
some sort of way to like filter that. But the quality, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the world we live in.
I also don't like, now that we're on this topic,
Yep.
I don't like that Twitch will ban you for streaming a tournament that's being streamed.
Will they
Oh,
really?
Like doing commentary. Yeah, depending on the tournament, some streamers will get banned for it.
As it's happening?
As it's happening, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like if
Mm.
I'm Admiral Bulldog and TI is going on and I stream my own TI viewing thing,
Yeah.
Right.
I could get banned.
So
Interesting.
on what basis though is this gray area?
I think it depends on the organizers.
If they want to enforce that or how heavily they want to enforce that.
Yeah, and then Twitch will support that thing.
Right.
I see.
And that's crazy to me. And they did the same thing with E3 as well. If you weren't like given the go to stream it, they didn't want you streaming it.
Yeah, so I mean, exclusive rights are definitely a thing. Media rights are going to be a bigger and bigger issue going forward in esports too. It's very, very open to interpretation right now because everybody's just used to free and do whatever.
I mean, that's how people
It
have
lives
kind of,
off of the internet.
That's
I
how people
hate
have
that
built
we're
their
doing
platform.
this.
Yeah.
Like it just pushes it towards traditional, and that's not how it's been. We live on the internet, and the internet's how it's been.
a lot of people have kind of built themselves off of doing that, right? Like they will take replays of things that have already happened and then do their own commentary over it so that they can practice, being a commentator, because otherwise how the hell are you going to do that?
Or
Right.
give really valuable information
Yeah.
to people that need it. Yeah.
Exactly.
And those people are getting punished now too, which is ridiculous. Like UA
Noob from UA.
Noob from UA is getting
Yeah.
slapped
He had
constantly.
he had to change up his content a lot. So.
And nobody was doing
Oh.
what he did. You could not find replays of any tournament anywhere. He was the only one doing it, and then he got destroyed
Yeah.
for it.
definitely.
That's ridiculous to me.
Hmm.
If you're gonna like stop, you should just pay this guy to do it because like he's giving you content. He's giving you ads.
He was like one of the biggest Dota content creators on
Huge.
YouTube, like in terms of the pro scene.
Yeah.
He put replays of every single game. You can find it all. So
And good quality
yeah,
with the commentators, cutting to the best parts.
yeah,
Nobody was doing this. It's a lot of work.
it is. So moving on.
Guys, make sure you support us on Patreon at patreon.com/BO3podcast. We've got lots of stuff coming, including the full version of this episode, including a topic that you guys can see extra on over there, that we're talking about our favorite non-esports games that we think can make it on Twitch Rivals.
Smooth.
Yeah. Guys, you can follow us on Instagram at BO3 Podcast or me at StillJustMike. I'm like gesturing to like, please.
Sorry.
Alex is a little slow today.
No, you know what? I'm going to keep this in, but I'm going to start this whole thing. I'm going to lead you up to it. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to Best of 3 and us talking about Twitch Rivals. You can follow us on Instagram at BO3 Podcast, or you can follow me at StillJustMike.
I'm at Uncredible Hulk.
There you go.
And I'm at Stevan Petrusic.
You got it. Now, figure that one out, right?
Stevan Petrusic.
That's it.
Yeah, have fun with that. And I didn't know that Mike was an affiliate, so make sure to check him out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv.
Everybody go check out Still Just Mike.
I love Twitch because you can like so easily get a handle now. Like YouTube, you have to have a certain amount before you can do like a youtube.com/yada yada yada. By the way, you can follow me at youtube.com/StillJustMike. But Twitch, you can do that like
plug.
exactly. You can do that like right off the bat. You can
Definitely.
do twitch.tv/organs or twitch.tv/StillJustMike. You can email us at bo3@organizedgaming.co. You can also check out organizedgaming.co for videos and pictures of things in esports that we've been doing lately. You know what? I realized that we haven't really talked too much about you, and Stevan, you're the one who kind of puts these together, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does, and that's cool. And you can see the kind of stuff that he does over at organizedgaming.co.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of all the cool little video stuff you guys see for your eyeballs, and the picture content as well. So if you like my visuals, make sure to let me know what you think about them.
Give them your eyeballs.
Give me your eyeballs, and I want to hear your mouths move.
That's the creepiest sentence I've heard today. You win the award for creepiest sentence that I've heard today.
I like awards.
I like awards.
I'm a winner.
All right. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.